Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly Connect. Today in this video, we are going to integrate two software applications, Razorpay and Email Octopus. So the use case here is that whenever an invoice is paid in Razorpay, automatically add subscriber in Email Octopus. First, let us know what these two software applications are all about. So Razorpay is an online payment gateway, whereas Email Octopus is an email marketing software. The issue here is that Razorpay and Email Octopus don't have any integration between them, and that is why we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an integration software which will help us to transfer data from Razorpay to Email Octopus. The best part here is you don't require any knowledge of coding. So let me show you this on my screen.
Okay, so here I am at Google, and now I will go to this URL section over here and I'm going to type pabbly.com. Okay, so this is the website of Pabbly, and now I will hover over this product section over here and I'm going to click on connect. Okay, so now we are going to sign in to our account, so I'm going to click on sign in. Okay, so now because I have already signed into my account, that is why I am here. You can also sign up for free and create your free account in just 2 minutes. Here, I would like to mention one more thing. You can try out this integration in Pabbly Connect absolutely free. So if you want, you can create your account right now and set up your own automation. The link is available in the description box below the video. Okay, so now I'm going to scroll down, and here at Connect, I am going to click on Access Now. Okay, so now here we are going to create a new workflow. So I'm going to create a workflow now. Okay, so now I'm going to give a name to this workflow, and I am going to name it as Razorpay Integrations. Okay, now I'm going to create this workflow. Okay, so now here in Choose App, first I am going to choose Razorpay. Okay. Now in trigger event, according to our workflow, whenever an invoice is paid in Razorpay will be our trigger event over here. You can see we have various other trigger events available. You can select whichever you want according to your choice. And if you don't get the trigger event of your choice, you can contact our team at admin@pabbly.com and our team will help you. So here I am going to click on invoice paid because this is what is our trigger event. Now you might have a question in your mind that what is this term called trigger event? Let me tell you that automation runs on the concept of triggers and actions. It is all about when something happens, do this. For example, when a sale happens, send an email. In our case, when an invoice is paid in Razorpay will be our trigger event over here. So now when you come down here, you can see this term called webhook URL. So what is webhook? Webhook is an essential way to get data from an external software at Pabbly's end. So this webhook helps you to build a connection between the trigger software application and Pabbly Connect. So after choosing the app and choosing the trigger event, what we do is we copy this webhook URL from here and we go and paste it inside the trigger software application, which is Razorpay in our case. So here you can carefully read the instructions written over here. You can just follow them. So now I'm going to go to my Razorpay account. So this is my Razorpay account, and the first thing that you have to decide is that you have to choose which mode are you using. Is it test mode or is it live mode? I am going to use this in test mode. Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to go to your left hand side and here you can see settings. Okay, so this is the settings and here you can see webhooks. So in webhooks, I am going to add new webhook. So here in webhook URL, you have to paste the webhook URL that you got from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to just paste it over here. Okay, secret and alert email, if you want, you can just fill these fields. I am going to leave it blank. Now in active events, when we go back to Pabbly Connect, you can read the instruction. Select invoice paid from active event section. So here we have to select invoice paid. That is this one. Okay, now I'm going to go down and I'm going to click on create webhook. Okay, so our webhook has been saved successfully. Now I'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And now I'm going to capture the webhook response. So now it is waiting for webhook response. That means it is time to do an invoice payment in Razorpay. So I'm going to go back to Razorpay. And here you can see invoices. So I'm going to click on invoices. So before doing a payment of invoice, first we have to create an invoice. So I'm going to click on this plus create invoice. And here let us create the invoice. So I'm going to fill some details. invoice number. So I'm going to put it as invoice 123. Description, I'm going to write Razorpay integration. Okay, billing to select the customer. So here I am going to create a new customer. So customer name is going to be Emily George. Okay, email emily@gmail.com. Contact number. Okay, now I'm going to create the customer. Okay, so now when you come down, I'm going to select the expiry date as 30th. Description, here I'm just going to add one item and I'll make the amount as 10,000. Now I'll come down, and here if you want, you can just write some customer notes, terms and conditions. I'll just go up and I'm going to finalize an issue. Issue invoice. Okay, so we have successfully created an invoice and issued it. Now what we have to do is we have to do an invoice payment. So I'm going to copy this payment link from here and I'll open it in new tab. Okay, so we have our invoice here and we are going to do payment. So proceed to pay 10,000. Okay, so here we have so many payment methods available. You can select whichever payment method you prefer. I am going to click on card. And here you can enter your card details. I am here going to use the test card details given by Razorpay. Okay. CVV. Okay, pay. So we have successfully done a payment of invoice over here and the amount is 10,000. So now I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so you can see Pabbly Connect has already captured our data. You can see invoice paid is over here, and if you go down here, you can see customer details as well. Emily@gmail.com, the contact is here, fees here, tax is here. Okay, everything is over here. So now I'm going to click on save. Okay, so here we have successfully finished our first step integration. Okay, so now let's begin with our second step integration, where we are going to integrate Email Octopus and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this plus button over here. And now here I am going to choose Email Octopus. Okay, now in action event, according to our workflow, whenever an invoice is paid in Razorpay, we want to add subscriber in Email Octopus. That is why add subscriber will be our action event over here. Now you can see we have various other options available for action events. You can select whichever you want according to your choice. And if you don't get the action event of your choice, you can contact our team at admin@pabbly.com and our team will help you. So now I'm going to click on add subscriber. Okay, now I'm going to connect with Email Octopus. Okay, so create new or select existing credentials. If you have any existing credential like this, you can just click on them and go forward. But here I am going to click on new credentials and I'm going to show you how to get your API key. So the instruction is written over here. Log into your Email Octopus account, navigate to top right drop down, integrations and API section to get your API key. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Email Octopus account. So this is my Email Octopus, and when you click on the account settings over here, you can see integrations and API. So I'm going to click on it. Okay, so here is API. Use our developer API to connect an external application or website. So I'll click on this. Okay, so here is our API key. So I'm going to copy it to clipboard. I'll go back to Pabbly Connect and I'll paste it here. So now this API key is going to help us to build a connection between Pabbly Connect and Email Octopus. So now I'm going to click on save. Okay, so now here we have some fields over here and we have to fill the information that we have got from our webhook response. So first is list. So you might have created some list in your Email Octopus account. Like if I go to my Email Octopus lists, you can see I have so many lists over here. So now I want that all my subscribers should be saved in Razorpay integration, this list over here. You can see I already have these 3 subscribers over here. So now I want that whenever an invoice is paid in Razorpay, the subscriber should be saved in Razorpay integration. So if you go back to list, you can see you can also create a list from here by clicking on this button over here. You can just create any list you want. So now I'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here in list, I am going to choose Razorpay integration. Okay, email address. So I'm going to put the email over here. I'll just map it. emily@gmail.com. Status, I'll leave it as subscribed. So first name. So now here I don't have first name and last name separate. So I'm going to put both first name and last name together in one. So I'll put this one, Emily George. Now I'm going to save and send test request. Okay, so I've got the API response. That means we have successfully finished our integration of Razorpay and Email Octopus. Now I'm going to click on save. Okay, so now let's go to Email Octopus and see if a new subscriber called Emily George is created there or not. So I'll go to Email Octopus. Here are the list. So I'm going to click on Razorpay integration. So you can see emily@gmail.com, Emily George is created over here. The last name has not come over here, but it has come in the first name because we didn't have the first and last name in separate fields. We put it together. Okay, so here our integration is successful. Now I'm going to show you this process again with one more example so that you can understand how this integration takes place in real time. So now I'm going to go back to my Razorpay account. And I'm going to create a new invoice over here. So I'm going to click on create invoice. Okay, invoice number, I'm going to put invoice 126. Here I'm going to write Razorpay integration. Okay, so now customer, I'm going to create a new customer. So customer name is James Stevenson. Email james@gmail.com. Contact number. Okay, create customer. Okay, now expiry date, I'll keep it as 3rd December. Here I'll add an item and I'm going to keep the price as 1500. Okay, if you want, you can just add the customer notes and terms and conditions. I am going to finalize an issue. Okay, so I have created an invoice here successfully and now I'm going to copy the link and I'll open it in new tab. Okay, so now I'm going to do an invoice payment over here of 1500 rupees. Proceed to pay. And here I'm going to choose card. So now I'm going to copy it. I'll go back to invoice. Okay. CVV. Okay. Okay, so you can see we have successfully made an invoice payment over here of 1500 rupees. Now I'll go back to Email Octopus and let us see if a new subscriber is created there or not. So I'll go to Email Octopus. I'll refresh this page. So you can see james@gmail.com is over here. So now we have successfully finished our integration here. Now I'll go back to Pabbly Connect and I'm going to show you what has happened in our example. Okay, so in our example, what has happened is first the information came from Razorpay to Pabbly Connect and then from Pabbly Connect, the information went to Email Octopus. So now every time an invoice is paid in Razorpay, a subscriber will be added in Email Octopus automatically. So we have successfully finished the integration of Razorpay and Email Octopus using Pabbly Connect.
Not just these two software applications, but you can integrate any software application using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com and our team will help you. For more, you can also visit our website at www.pabbly.com. Thank you.